What is up, guys? So figured I'd make a little bit of an update. Really haven't had too much to do or make much content on, but I am living in Orlando, Florida now. It's currently December, so it's been a little bit since I made that video with the GK Tech angle, but I've since moved down. I'm getting kind of settled in down here. I have a new job down here and everything, but I figured I'd just kind of make a video talking about some of the little tiny things that I want to do to the car. I have a garage lined up at my apartment complex, so I'm hoping I can at least have some place to wrench on it if I have to. But yeah, I really don't have much to talk about Florida. Nothing too excited. I actually did make it out to OSW Black Friday to watch, so I get to kind of scope it out, and I'm excited to hopefully make an event in January. That's the plan. So hopefully I can get everything kind of set up, and I have a garage that I can work on it if I break anything. Is kind of the main reason I was worried. But yeah, so I figured I'd make a quick video talking about some of the cool things that I'm going to tinker with the car. So first, I know I mentioned in a video that I kind of spaced the gauge cluster and the whole steering column out a bit to get the wheel a little closer to me. But what I didn't mention was I've been driving around with no kind of steering cowl here, because the stock one comes down to like here, and my knees would hit it. It like comes out to like here. And it's just like, it just kind of like holds your legs out. It's really annoying. So I got rid of it. But the problem with this is getting in and out of the car. I bump into this and it's really sharp. So I went ahead and 3D printed and designed my own new kind of like low profile steering cowl. So this guy goes right on there. I mean, obviously the lever is going to get in the way and stuff, and I can't do it with one hand, but I'm going to slap this on and I'll kind of show you how it looks. And there you have it. I mean, I don't have not the prettiest lines because I didn't really use surface modeling. I just did 3D modeling in SolidWorks, which I'm really good at. But yeah, I made this out of, originally I made it out of PLA up in Rhode Island, and like one day in the summer it melted like crazy. So this is an attempt with PETG. It's a little harder to work with at first, but I think it looks better than having nothing there, to be honest. You know, the lever, some strings. The lever still goes there. It still uses this pickup point. The factory one came down to kind of hide that lever. It like stuck out like this much. So that's nice, and my legs clear it, and it's really solid. So I think that came out really good, actually. I'm happy with that. Another thing I don't think I ever actually mentioned in a video, but I've been having this like ongoing issue with the car where, especially from like a stop, there'll be like this really ridiculous throttle like hesitation, like when you give it gas and then it kind of like waits a second and then takes off. And I've seen different things online, and I'm not sure if it's describing the same issue or whatnot. So I'm gonna kind of do some diagnostics and see if I can figure out what it is. I'm leaning toward potentially something with the throttle pedal or the throttle body. I've already tried to reset both those things with the computer, and really no luck. So I have like a little Bluetooth OBD like dongle thing that I'm going to try to like data log from it and see if I can find something with throttle position, throttle body position, throttle body position versus throttle pedal position, and see if there's any like noticeable differences, and see if I can figure anything out. Other than that though, I did pick up some parts on Black Friday. I got some like ISR intake tubes, the smooth tubes, and some like silicone couple rad hoses, because they were all like ridiculously cheap and in Juku on Black Friday. So I'm not sure if I'm going to put in the radiator hoses just yet. I have no real reason to, but maybe when I get my little spot over there, I'll do a little quick rundown on my garage, my temporary garage setup down here. Because the main goal is to, either get a garage, like a nice shop garage down here, or hopefully get a house soon where I have my own garage. I don't plan on kind of like permanently setting this up. Plus it's an apartment complex, so obviously I'm not going to be screwing stuff into the walls. But Josh actually moved down here as well recently, and he's trying it out. He's not sure if he's going to stay here, but maybe we might get something together, who knows. And then Ted hopefully is coming down next year as well, so we'll see. But yeah, so yeah, not sure what I'm going to show next, but figured I'd show you guys something since I'm alive and living here in sunny Florida, even though today, I mean, it's 60s. It's 60s, December, it's 60s. It's snowing back home, so I'm not too sad about it. So see you guys in a bit. What's up, guys? So I have some really cool news to share. I'm actually in my new garage. Check this out. You can see my car's pulled in. It's just like a standard one-car garage at my apartment, but like there's plenty of room. So I'm pretty stoked, you know, to have a spot that if I had to work on the car, I can. But obviously I'm not gonna be doing anything extreme because, you know, technically you're probably not even supposed to be working on a car in one of these, but you know, it's pretty cool. Plenty of room to get around it. It's really clean in here. It's the first time I've had my own garage at my own place, and it's clean, so that's great. But yeah, so the plan for today is to both get the new intake tubes on, as well as try to figure out what's going on with my throttle. I have 2 extra throttle bodies from when I got the engine swap. And I did a little test by jumping 12 volts to it and seeing how quick it opened. So one of the things I want to try to do is do that on the throttles in the car too, and see if I can replicate the issue, because that would give me a baseline and something to work on if I want to clean them. And then also, you know, if I can't get it to be enough, I can just throw on the other ones, hopefully. But I got throttle body cleaner, MAF cleaner, so I'm gonna tackle both of those. And then I have some really cool news. Some really cool and exciting news to share with you guys that I'm gonna save till the end of this video, so stick around, but let's get going. So first things first, I'm gonna pull the intake tubes off. That'll give me a good look at the MAFs and the throttles. And I can kind of start figuring out how I'm gonna get them together, but I think first thing I have to take the strut bar off and just kind of clear the area. So I'm gonna get to that. Man, I really need to get me a fan in here. Yeah, I mean, I could open the door and let some like air in and stuff, but like, I'm still trying to feel out what, you know, I'm allowed to do. You know, I don't want to like draw attention to myself just yet, but I definitely need to get a fan because it's only 80 degrees outside, but it's just so muggy in here because it's a tiny space and no airflow. Yeah, I really can't complain much. It's January 1st, 2021. And last January I was in the garage, you know, I think there was one last year. I was like going back through, I think it was one day last year. It was like 60s in January up north, but 80 in January is pretty good. So I'm loving Florida so far. I just need a fan. But I got the pipes off. I got the MAFs out so I can clean them. So I just gotta figure out how I can get access to this easily to test them. So I'm not sure if I can finagle it in there, but I'll try my best. So skipping ahead a little, I went to test the throttle body on the car and it got stuck open. So, oh, I'm spilling coolant, shit. It got stuck open, it jammed shut. So, that's pretty credit up. So what I did was I just threw in the other ones I had. So I tested both throttle bodies and they both got stuck open. So I'm hoping that's a sign that they're bad. I honestly don't know because I tested those on the bench. Which if I didn't put the clip in, I'll put it in here. And they returned. It was, you know, it'd snap open and come fine. So I just replaced them with the ones I had. So I'm hoping that they're the same. It's the same plug. So I got the PCV pieces back on, and then I jammed on this intake tube. It's pretty straightforward. It's a lot harder to get that on than it is to get those off because they have accordions, but you know, just connect everything back where it came off. So I'm gonna tighten this side up and get the other side. So it's all back together. Like I said, I really need a fan in here. I'm really, really sweaty. Because it's actually not that hot. It's just like your body heat and there's no airflow. And like I said, I'm too afraid to kind of open that door and expose that I'm working in here, you know? But I ended up just replacing both throttles with the ones I had. So fingers crossed they're the same part. Because if this doesn't start, I'm screwed. I might have to figure out how to free up those other ones and hope they're not broken, and it's gonna be a nightmare. So I'm gonna get the car buttoned up, clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to do the throttle relearn. It's like a little pedal dance, but if you're doing the same thing, just Google throttle relearn, it'll come right up. It's like pretty complicated, but just follow the instructions perfectly and it'll happen. I've done it a few times, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the IAC kind of stuff, and hopefully it runs, which would be good, obviously, because then it'll mean the throttles are good. And then I'll take it for a drive and hope it fixed the delay issue that I was having. So we'll see. So here's a perfect example of where it would have delayed before. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. That's it. Fixed it. Woo, woo, woo. God, I'm gross right now. So I'm not sure if how well I described the issue before, but what was really happening was I'd take off my light, and if I matted it to the floor, there'd be like a full second delay before the car reacted, and you could feel it. It was like the car fell on its face and then it would take off. And from like what I found out with reading the codes, I kind of tracked it, and granted it was a slow scanner, so it wasn't really super accurate, but it looked to me like one throttle body was delayed by like a second from the other. So it led me to think, okay, maybe they're getting stuck. So I was gonna clean them, but like I said, they looked weird, so I ended up just throwing these in. Now, what I will say, and I'm not sure if this is cleaning the MAF, changing the throttles, or those tubes, but the car feels better, sounds better, especially shifting. Like there used to be like if I shifted aggressively, there was like a kind of thing, and now it's like a lot more smooth. So I think that throttle delay is a lot less, so the throttle response is better. It's one of those three things. But what I will say is, taking off from a light, what I just did, there's still like then it goes. So I'm beginning to think it might just be tune related. So, I mean, I'd have to drive someone else's Z. You know, if you have a 370Z, G37, something like that, let me know down below if you have the same kind of issue. But I think that's kind of the best I'm going to get. And hopefully I can get those other throttles working. And they're not broken, because they're both stuck open right now after I tested them with the battery. So hopefully they're not toast, because it would be nice to have extra set if that wasn't the problem. So yeah, I did all the relearns. The car seems happy, drove nice, definitely feels better. I got those tubes on there, so that was nice. So now the only thing, yeah, so it's pretty much the best I can do for now. If I had more money, I'd buy another set of wheels, another 2 wheels with tires before this next event. But I'm waiting for them to release the schedule for 2021, so we'll see when the first event I'll be able to go to down here is. So I'm pretty excited to get out to the track. We'll see how that goes. Look who here! Hello. What's up, guys? So it's been a few days, I think maybe weeks. I don't know, since I did the little intake tube things. I do think it helped. I don't know if it actually fixed the issue, but it definitely helped. I got Mr. Joshua here. We're hanging out. I'm going to adjust my handbrake and do a quick bolt check, because the first drift event in Florida is tomorrow, and I'm equally excited and nervous, but I think this will do just fine as long as I have enough tire, because I don't have any others. But yeah, probably not going to film too much. I'm just going to probably set up a camera and do some timey-lapsey things of me tightening some bolts. But yes. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh, and stay tuned to the end of this video, because I have some super exciting news. I'm just going to make everyone wait and watch the whole thing to find out. Okay, let's place our bets now. Who thinks that I'm gonna get heat stroke before the end of the summer here? Because it is currently 70 degrees outside. I'm in an enclosed garage. I loosened one nut on my handbrake and I am like a seal that just came out of the water. The fuck, man. I need a fan. I'm gonna blame it on airflow, but it's definitely my genetics. What's up, guys? So I got the car all ready for tomorrow's drift event, but the thing I've been waiting this whole video to share with you guys is some huge news. I started a new brand. It's called DRIFTPHORIA. You might have caught it on a shirt I've been wearing here and there in this video. I wanted to create a brand where I could have a creative outlook in clothing, so I created DRIFTPHORIA. So it's a drifting lifestyle brand, and it'll give you guys hopefully a way to support the channel if you want, but in a way that's different than just kind of, you know, YouTube, insert YouTube channel here. So I wanted to start DRIFTPHORIA. Obviously it's a drifting lifestyle brand. I hope you guys will love it. I'm gonna show you some of the shirts that I'm gonna be offering starting today. So head on over to driftphoria.com if you wanna check any of these out. So here's the classic logo tee. It comes in this navy color, or it comes in blue, and it comes in black and red. So all of the t-shirts are a super comfortable tri-blend. This is a cotton polyester rayon mix. It's incredibly soft and stretchy and comfortable. You know, I didn't want to just get some like bulky tee, so all the tees are a super premium tri-blend t-shirt. So next we got, this is the DRIFTPHORIA classic pullover hoodie. It's super premium, super comfortable. It's one of that, it's like that kind of stretchy material. It's really nice in the inside, nice liner. And it's a hoodie. And this also comes in the same colors as the tee, blue, red, black, or this gray. And next up, we got the palm zip up. Here we got a cool DRIFTPHORIA palm tree logo. You can see established 2020, kind of a Florida homage. But this is a really nice Hanes, just classic zip up. I really dig these. But the best of the best, this was the one that I was waiting to really get nailed down, kind of like the flagship of this kind of Florida lineup, is the Endless Summer tee, which I'm gonna show you now. I love this design so much, hope you guys do too. So this is the Endless Summer tee. This is kind of like the big design, quote unquote, that I really wanted to nail down before I like released this whole lineup of clothes. The theme, it's the reason that I put this all together, was the inspiration for this whole brand in general, was the move to Florida with my Z in sunny Florida, endless summer. So check this out. So it's got the palm logo, which is the same as the zip up in the front, but the back, we got endless summer with the Z. It's only available in black. And this is also offered on a crew neck sweater. I don't have one here, but this exact design, palm in the front, endless summer in the back. I worked really hard on these. I designed them all myself. And I kind of, I said that before, I really want to use this brand as like another creative outlet. For me, I really like the idea of designing stuff like this. But I also wanted to give you guys a way to support the channel if you wanted to, and hopefully get some cool shirts in the process. And hopefully you like them as much as I do. Head on over to DRIFTPHORIA.com, check out all the designs, link down below. I hope you guys really like them. I am so excited about this. Don't know what else to say. Go on over, check it out. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to keep following along with everything I do on the channel, we got a drift event coming up tomorrow. So the next video will be a really cool first drift event in Florida. Please subscribe and hit that little bell if you want to be notified when I post. I'll see you guys next time. Wow.